Take a look at this thumbnail. No text, no fancy designs, and not really much guru elements at all, and certainly not a billion different things popping out at you. Yet this simple, clean thumbnail got us an 8.3% CTR and helped drive over 150,000 views to a single video. And the craziest part, there wasn't any viral hack or complicated design strategy behind this. In this video, I'm going to show you why this thumbnail crushed all the competition, the exact elements we included, and how we achieved an 8.3% CTR without any text, and how you can replicate this for your niche to drive views that actually turn into sales calls. So if you're tired of spending hours on overcomplicated thumbnails that just don't perform, watch this entire video until the end because I'm going to break down the exact process step by step.
Alrighty guys, so let's just switch over to my Miro board, and this is the no text thumbnail that got us 150,000 views. As we can see here, 1.5 million impressions, 8.2% CTR. That is absolutely insane. On a video that's been shown to, almost 2 million people, 1.5 million, to maintain that CTR. So out of every 100 people that see it, 8% click. That is absolutely incredible. As we can see here, 1.5 million impressions, 43.7% from YouTube recommending your content, 8.2% click rate, views from impressions, 100,000, 26,000. So 126,000 average view duration, good amount of watch time. Like this is actually insane. But, why did this thumbnail do so good for us? The no text thumbnail got us 150k views. So before we go into, exactly why this thumbnail did so good and the winning formula, let's go over some thumbnail mistakes to avoid that a bunch of creators make, or B2B channels. So first thing, too much text. A lot of channels, both B2B and B2C, do this where they just spam their whole title in the thumbnail. We don't want that. We want 4 words or less, or preferably nothing, and just tell the title with the photo. But you want to have as much text as possible, and the reason being is when I see a thumbnail, I do not want to be bombarded by words. I want to look at it and not have to read it to know what it's about. Those POV thumbnails, those ones for vlogs, those do really well. And they literally just have one word at the back, POV. Let's actually do a live thumbnail analysis. We'll look at a few good ones, a few bad ones. So here, Eddie Cumberbatch with his video with Samir. This is absolutely incredible. This kid got rich selling products to your mom. It's literally just him and Samir, and this is copy him. Like, this is an amazing thumbnail. This one too. This video did alright. It has, I think this is a new channel, but this is a pretty good thumbnail. Closing a $5,000 estimated client at 14, that's a really good title. And then, you kind of see that and you don't believe that, and then boom, you just see this here. Like, how much is that? 3K, another, this kid's printing. And then over here, 64K views. This is an incredible thumbnail. Focus for hours, and then it just has an image that shows like focus being tracked. These are great. Let's see if we can find some examples of bad thumbnails. This one's also pretty good. This one of Brez, actually, like for vlogs, for one of my vlog clients, we're experimenting. We're just using screen grabs for the video because it's raw. These are really good. This one too. Shout out Eamon. This one's good too as well. Let me see if I can find some bad thumbnails. If not, then I'm just going to be rambling. We'll go back. This is a pretty bad thumbnail, which is actually surprising because this video did quite well. I can see why this thumbnail did well, but I mean, there's a bit too much here. That's just my personal opinion, and whatchamacallit, the font sucks. This one of Jordan Welch. This is great. Beginner's guide to drop shipping. Start with $0. You see the sales, very simple. Literally just 3 words. Does pretty well. This one I'd say is alright. It's a bit too over edited, I'd say, in my personal opinion. You don't want to have too much text. 4 words or less, guys. Thumbnail is supposed to be the title in picture format. It's not supposed to have the whole title plastered around it. Second thing, too many elements, like the ones we just looked at. There was way too many elements here. Here, I do admit there are quite a few elements, but they all correlate to the video. TikTok sign, cash, and then the creativity program dashboard. You can see why I did so well. They all correlate to the video. You don't want too much elements, and you don't want too much random elements. They need to relate to the video. Again, busy backgrounds. That dropshipping thumbnail we just looked at, I can't really criticize it though. That video got 3.8 million views, but there's just way too much going on in the background. Here, literally have the most simple background ever. It's literally just blue, and then it's red for, I mean, purple, and then it's purplish blue, and then red for contrast. So just something to think about. And then as we go over here, confusing messaging. You know, like I said, your thumbnail needs to be your title in picture format. As we can see here, message is really simple. How to make 20K a month with TikTok creativity program. Boom, cash, 20K a month dashboard and creativity program. TikTok sign, TikTok sign. You don't even need to know the thumbnail to know what this video is about. When you see that, you're gonna know. And if you're in the ICP, and obviously you will be, since most of our viewers came from search and they're searching for this, like when you see this, you know what it's about. It's something you're gonna watch. And you know, if you find value from it, which you will, because we did your videos, you're gonna book a call. So these are mistakes to avoid. Don't have too much text. Don't have too many elements. Don't have a busy background. Keep the background simple. It's very important. And then don't have confusing messaging. Literally, let the thumbnail be the title in picture format. So as we go over here, what actually is the winning formula? Clean background. Cleanest background ever. You know, we got the TikTok signs there, but the background's clean. Strong focal point. Alex, known really well for making money on TikTok. 2.2 million followers on TikTok at the time of recording. Absolute killer on TikTok. Cash, creativity program. We know what the video is about. We have the focal point. We know what it's about. And then, you know, we look at this. We see Alex. We see this. We see the cash. We see TikTok. We're gonna watch. And I know there is like kind of a few focal points, but they all tie in together, right? It's not a bunch of random elements. It would be different if there were like, you know, the cash and then this, but it was all random. It didn't relate to the video, but they all relate to the video, right? So strong focal point, clear value proposition. The cash, making 20K a month on the creativity program, like that's what you want. That's what the viewer wants, right? That's their desired situation, making 20K a month, making money with the creativity program. So that's exactly what they want. They see this, they're gonna click. And if they don't click, they don't watch. So you need to have a clear value proposition. Color psychology. You need to have bright colors. These are we actually did a really good job here, actually, through mixing dark and bright colors, because you know obviously the purple is a little bit darker, but if you see a thumbnail with dark colors, you don't want to click on that, right? And even the viewers, like a lot of people nowadays, even ICP, maybe not so, even your ICP, maybe not so for B2B, but especially for B2C, their attention spans are fried. So when they see this has all the right colors, they're going to click it, you know. But then moving over, the psychology behind it. There is actually psychology behind it. You can't just hit up a random guy on Fiverr and ask him to throw up a winning thumbnail. It doesn't work like that. You might get lucky here and there, but there is actual psychology behind it. So minimalism, like I mentioned earlier with Brez, a lot of people are tired of like those overly edited like eat months off videos. Still works pretty good for B2B, but if you're B2C, obviously, you know, you want to have actionable videos, educational based videos, etc. But if it's something like a vlog, why are you making an overly edited thumbnail, bro? Just make something clean, make something minimalistic. And even with these more overly edited videos, like this is just, it's just clean, bro. There is quite a few elements, but they all relate to each other. See what I mean? And then over here, pattern interruption. So when someone sees a thumbnail, you'd be like, wow. Okay, it like stops their thinking, because you know they're scrolling through YouTube, they're looking for something to watch while they're eating, or you know, blah blah blah. A different case if they're searching for it, which most viewers will be, especially for B2B, but still need to have some kind of pattern interruption. You see this money, boom. It's like, especially for our ICP, this is going to stop them from scrolling through YouTube and actually watch the video. So you need to have something that, and again, ties back to clear value proposition. Needs to basically have a pattern interrupt. Visual processing speed, again, you don't want to have too much things. This is very easy to process. I'm sure even you guys, when you saw this, you knew exactly what it was about, right? That's why you can't have, going back here, you can't have busy backgrounds, too many elements, too much text. It needs to be easy to process. You need to see the video, or you need to see the thumbnail, without even looking at the title, and know exactly what it's about. Going back over here, trust factors. Okay, so this is, obviously this is an animated dashboard, but the reason why we're able to get away with this is because Alex has that trust factor. He's that guy on TikTok, 2.2 million followers, probably, I don't even know how many views, at least a couple hundred mil, maybe even a billion. I might be reaching, I might not be sure, but couple mil, you know? So he already had that trust factor. He makes money from TikTok's full-time thing. At least when this video was recorded, he still makes money from TikTok, of course, but you know, that trust factor was there. And in your case, if maybe, you know, you don't have that big personal brand, you can put an actual like Stripe screenshot or whatever, like that kid we saw earlier. The trust factor is there. And then click motivation. So this kind of ties in more with the title too as well. Basically, their pattern gets interrupted. They see this, they see what it's about, and then it kind of all ties together. It all comes back full circle. So their click motivation is this video has something to do with making money about TikTok. I want to make money on TikTok. That's their click motivation. They click on it. You see? So literally everything here. Winning formula, clear background, strong focal point, clear value proposition, color psychology, and then going here to the actual like psychology behind it. Very clean. You know what it's about. It didn't, pattern interruption. You're scrolling. You see that, you're gonna stop. You're able to process it quickly visually. The trust factor is there because Alex is already big on TikTok. You're motivated to click. Literally, all of these things put together. I'm not gonna make a line because that'll mess it up, but they literally all lead to the click motivation. So you need to get all of these down, guys. Literally. But yeah. So how can you actually go ahead and implement this for yourself? Let's go down over here. Implementation guide. So make sure your background's clean. Obviously, as a busy business owner, you do not have time to do this for yourself, so you can hire a thumbnail designer, or you can just hire us. Make sure your background's clean whenever you take your photos, or you can actually ask your designer to implement a background, kind of like we did here with this one. But yeah, clean background. Don't want too much going in there, otherwise it's going to distract the viewer when they see. Focal point placement. You need to have something in the focal point. Usually that just being your face and then other elements around it. So the viewer needs to see that and know exactly what the video is about. That's really it. Like, I need to look at that and know exactly what the video is about without even looking at the title. I'm not even supposed to be confused. And then color selection. Make sure you use bright colors. Make sure it's not too dark. Make sure it's appealing to click on. You need to probably, it is a bit different for B2B because, you need to be more slick there. You can't really be more like overly animated, overly edited, not really too clickbaity. However, you still need bright colors. You're not going to be using darker colors unless it's a video where you're talking about something dark, maybe your past, etc., etc. But for the most part, don't use dark colors unless it relates to the video theme. And then testing process. So I'm not going to do it live, but you can actually go to YouTube and set up a thumbnail test. And basically what this does is you upload 3 different thumbnails, YouTube runs a test, and then I think it's about 2 weeks, and then it basically picks the one that viewers like the most and keeps that one up. So you can run that, and you can look at CTR manually. KPIs you want to shoot for is always above 8% CTR. If it's anything lower, you need to change the thumbnail. If you change the thumbnail and it's still not going higher, you need to change the title. And then if it's still not going higher, it's probably a bad video idea and you need to look at your content strategy. But yeah, that's basically it. Run split tests, make sure you have all of this implemented, and you will literally be chilling, or just hire us to do all of it for you and take care of that process of hiring and training up a thumbnail designer. But yeah, this is the thumbnail that got us over 150,000 views. 1.5 million people saw this video. They saw this thumbnail, which is absolutely insane to think about. Imagine if 10,000 people just saw a really good video of yours on your YouTube channel. Imagine how many deals you're closed. At least if it's a really good video, if 10,000 people see it, not even watch it, like impressions. If you get 10,000 impressions on a really good video that's really well done, with good structure, with good messaging, with good positioning, and that actually leverages what's unique about you, you're going to close at least one deal. If you don't close one deal, then obviously something's wrong. It's probably not a good video. Maybe you didn't do a correct CTA, but 1.5 million people saw this. And this was the magic thumbnail behind it. So yeah, guys, this is the thumbnail that got us 150,000 views without having any text. Literally just had numbers. Absolutely insane.
And that's exactly how we got an 8.3% CTR and over 150,000 views with a thumbnail with no text. You can absolutely take all of these principles and apply it to your own content, but here's the reality. This thumbnail strategy was just one piece of our larger system that generated us north of 500,000 views, over 7,000 new subscribers, and a shit ton of revenue. So if you're doing over 20K a month with your coaching program or your agency and want help turning your YouTube into an actual predictable client acquisition channel, click the first link in the description to book a call with me. We'll look at your business, your goals, and show you exactly how we can help you get these kinds of results. That's the first link in the description. Click it now, book a call, let's get you results like this too. And if you want to see how we turned one video idea into over 435,000 views, watch the video right up here. And make sure you're subscribed because the full case study is coming soon. There's going to be a bunch of sauce in that. See you guys on the next video. Peace.